set to kick off. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Drills him with the stiff arm. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Had to get rid of it quickly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Behind the chains now on second. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
First down to throw. Fires downfield. He makes a catch. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
He'll pitch it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Great job by the back on the option. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
All right, if you're a quarterback, punishment, you just give up on the play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And he used that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown LSU. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here he comes from his own end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. Off the play fake. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Looking for room. It's Durham. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got his man quickly. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
coming out on first down with the play fake. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Makes the catch. It's Moss. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And, man, that's impressive because I feel like this QB, he knew it, Reese. Like, he knew exactly where he needed to get to. He drops back. He wants to pass the football, but he's like, I got plenty of space to get the first down with a little extra, makes that decision, and gets the first down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Off play action. Still looking on the move. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Texas A&M 14, LSU 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
3:25.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down, you can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Dances away to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, second and 10. They'll try the right side. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's third and 6.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run of the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the...
Picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line with a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Next spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Moss. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Quarterback extends the play. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter and take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, running back on the move. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Quarterback now breaking the field. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Texas A&M going quickly.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the...
It's a running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Gets it past the marker. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He turns it loose to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California, late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the air, it's Reed. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Forced out of the pocket. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The Tigers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Trying to impose their will with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Gonna let it fly. He's got it inside the 30. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Durham. The offense coughs it up. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Defensive coordinators always swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. How much out. I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gonna run it. It's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Owens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll run this play from the pistol. Corners are going to bail. Leaves it with the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You know, it's going to be so important for this offense to get better up front protecting and try to give this quarterback a pocket to throw from, because David, right now in that last play, he had no chance.
Yeah, and step one in stopping a good passing attack is always being able to affect the quarterback. And it's not always with sacks, and sometimes it's with pressures, but when you get the sacks and now you get them behind the sticks and put them in more predictable situations, that is exactly what you want from your defense.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Durham. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Carroll. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
Across the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Dropping back, it's Reed. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Now, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Going to the running game. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Inside the 15. And a nice pickup on the run. It gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his...
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive. Great possession.
And he is snuffed. defender. Sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bauman. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's back. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. He was showing off those wide receiver skills out of the backfield, making that diving grab.
And if you're going to be a running back nowadays, you're going to the wide receiver drills during practice. Like, you have to be a weapon that we can use all over the field. And you see why. He's got mitts. He looks like a wide receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Miami 7, LSU 0.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Here comes the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Got a little space. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
You gotta love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Going one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and gets another fresh set of downs.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll start the return inside his spot. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying the left side. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Beck. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
It's been a tale of two drives from this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Got room on the return. At the 30. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass, it's back. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To throw, it's back. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Makes a grab past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turn. Looking to throw on third. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this knee. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can...
Wide open spaces. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fights off the defender. And runs through another one. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Barber.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
So now it's second and long. They'll run the screen. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes! That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll run it on first and goal. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll run it on third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. To the air. It's Nussmeier. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take...
It's a seam wide open! Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Hard running there. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The play-action fake. Moving away from pressure. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Canes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner will be dragged down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He's taking a deep shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
The give to the single back. Crosses the 45. At the 45, on his way. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of the drive, lost a throw. That's caught. It's Fletcher. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Back to throw, it's back. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Ran through the contact. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. All out of space. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. And the Canes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Looking to throw, it's back. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football, drive the field, and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He lets one fly deep. He's got it on the outside. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the 4th quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. We'll get it started here in overtime. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Miami! And they grab the lead here in overtime. That is what we call in the industry a defensive...
Really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to turn it on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. There's the pressure. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. Not all close games are created equal, but this